This week's episode of Enchanted Tiki Talk is brought to you by Kingdom Strollers, providing premium stroller and crib rentals delivered straight to your Orlando area or Disney Resort free of charge. You choose the time of delivery and pickup, and we do the rest. It couldn't be easier. Book your Kingdom Stroller rental today by visiting kingdomstrollers.com. And Mickey Monthly, the Disney fans' monthly subscription box. Visit them at mickeymonthly.com. If you can't visit the parks, have the parks sent to you. And by mousepros.com. Let these Disney travel specialists help plan your next Disney vacation. mousepros.com offers free concierge service to help guide you every step of the way in planning your perfect Disney vacation. Let them sweat the details so you can focus on the fun. Visit mousepros.com for a free no obligation quote. Ask for Tiki Bird Sean or any of our friendly agents. And now, on with the show.
Vahidi Mekyonimana, ladies and gentlemen, no flashbulbs, please. Our performers are temperamental and easily upset. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, look at all the people.
My goodness, you're all staring at us. We better start the show rolling.
Wait. We forgot to wake up the Glee Club.
Hey, howdy, hey, and welcome to Enchanted Tiki Talk. We are your hosts. I'm Sean.
I'm Keith.
I'm Matt.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Alan.
So grab yourself a Dole Whip or a citrus roll, pull up a chair, and enjoy the show. This is episode 201 for the week of August 27th, 2017. Hello and welcome back into the Tiki Hut. Episode 200 with 200 episodes in the can, plus a couple more here and there. So we're starting off the next century of episodes with episode 201. So, guys, we have survived another episode, and we've only lost 47 listeners this week, so that's pretty good.
Hey, that's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
That's a banner week for the Tiki Hut.
It was that live recording, wasn't it?
It must have been.
Two technical problems.
Yeah. So, before we get going on this episode, the one thing that I wanted to say, I don't know if anybody else has anything to say, but I've never mentioned it on the air yet, but we have a 4-park for Alan pin that we have going on. We mentioned it on social media, on Facebook and Twitter, but not on the show. And I do have some pins left, and what it is that it's a little challenge that we had put together that was some of Alan's favorite attractions from each park, and a little bit beyond the things to do in the park, where not just attractions. So in the Magic Kingdom, you have to do Splash Mountain, the Haunted Mansion, eat a churro, take a selfie of Cinderella's castle from the Emporium, or you can put an alternate in there if any of those did not work for you. So with Splash Mountain closing, and that being Alan's favorite ride, you can put some other alternate in there. In Epcot, we have Soarin', Illuminations, the Croissant Donut, and photo with a cast member from the France Pavilion.
You have to prance around
the France Pavilion. Yeah, exactly. With another alternate. Then you have Hollywood Studios, that's Tower of Terror, Toy Story Midway Mania, the Carrot Cake Cookie, a selfie in front of the Tower of Terror sign, and an alternate. And finally, Animal Kingdom, which is Kilimanjaro Safari, Everest, the Maharaja Jungle Trek, photo of the Tree of Life, and an alternate in there. So basically what that was is pins are $15 delivered to your door. And I have, 30 or so left. It was a limited edition of 100. And there's certain people that did get them. Blair and Grace got some, and Rob Yo for designing it. He got some as well of these pins. And the pins are, I believe, about 1.5 inches circular. And you can see it on our Facebook page. And with that, we wanted to keep Alan's memory of the Disney parks alive, and I'm hoping to do this every year if there's enough interest in there. And I think it's a lot of fun, so hopefully those who have completed some of the challenges are enjoying it. And also that we're going to be donating money to Give Kids the World in Alan's name, so that his name and legacy will live on in different areas. So if you are interested in that, you can definitely check out Facebook, or you can email me, Sean at enchantedtikitalk.com for more information.
The pins are extremely well made. When Sean had first came up with this idea, all of us was excited for it, but it's like I wasn't really sure of how the pins would turn out. But the pins are awesome looking. It's really cool. So if you can, I would highly recommend getting one. And I hope we do this every year.
I hope so. I hope there's enough interest in it, and I need to have sold a certain amount to place the order on this. So I met that goal in my, I guess you want to call it pre-sale, back in June, July. I should have mentioned it earlier on the air, but I didn't. It just kind of fell through the wayside there, because sometimes it's just easier on social media, and that we record, usually ahead of time some episodes. So I kind of didn't get to tell everybody about that, but I do have some pins left, and I'm hoping there's some more interest in it. It's just a fun thing to do, and it's going to change every year. It's going to be different attractions, and it was like one of the things, taking your picture with a cast member of the France Pavilion. It's going to be something like that that's going to get you more involved with some of the cast members, and different snacks and maybe alcoholic beverages next time. We just wanted to keep it open for everybody this time, and it's just, I don't know, it's just something fun.
My dad was funny. He ordered a pin, and he's not a thrill ride person, so he was reading off the card, and he's like, yep, alternate for that, alternate for that, alternate for that. It was pretty much a whole, other card by the time that he got done with it. But
it's funny. Yeah, the card itself, it comes with a little card along with the pin. The card is 4x6. It's a little bit big, so we do it next year. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, just so it's a little bit easier to carry in your pocket, and with a little check marks, so you mark off what you've done. So, interested, give it a shot. And we will be right back after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Here are your 25 questions to answer before time is up. Don't fall out of that noble perch, it's Perch Talk.
Hey everyone, this is Scott. I'm in the lobby of the Art of Animation Resort right now with Eric from Trader Sam's Coffee Company, and it's time for another Perch Talk. Eric, are you ready?
I am.
20 questions, 2 minutes. Here we go. Number 1, favorite Disney World theme park?
Disney World?
Disney World.
Okay, it'd have to be Magic Kingdom.
Favorite land in the Magic Kingdom?
Tomorrowland.
Favorite souvenir?
Definitely a pretzel, taken home.
Nice. Favorite quick service?
I don't think it's there anymore. It was in Fantasyland. It was where Geppetto's was.
Okay.
The window there, but it's
Pinocchio's Village House.
Pinocchio's,
Yep.
yeah.
Favorite table service?
Would have to be. Usually don't do table service, but with the kids, usually very quick.
Yeah.
But what's the one, Lady and the Tramp? Where we
Tony's Town Square.
Yeah, Tony's. We'll go
Sean loved that one last week. Favorite on-site hotel?
Contemporary.
Favorite show?
Disney show? Have to be Fantasmic.
Favorite parade?
Whatever the 3 o'clock parade is.
Favorite fireworks?
Wishes.
Favorite Epcot pavilion?
Norway.
Favorite time of year to attend Walt Disney World?
Definitely January, February when no one's here.
Exactly. Monorail or ferry boat?
Monorail.
Favorite thrill ride?
Space Mountain.
Dole Whip or Citrus Swirl?
Dole Whip.
Favorite Main Street shop?
It would be the Emporium.
Favorite princess?
Aurora.
Favorite prince?
Eric.
Favorite Disney song?
Whistle While You Work.
Nice. Favorite non-Disney movie but Disney branded? So Lucasfilm, Marvel, anything like that?
Yeah, it'd have to be Star Wars, of course.
Favorite sweet treat?
Any of the ice cream soft serves.
Favorite street performer or band?
Main Street, band. Got to go with them.
Least favorite attraction?
Stitches.
Favorite Disney bar or lounge?
Trader Sam's.
There you go. Favorite pool on property?
We'll go with the Polynesian.
Last but not least, how do you tour World Showcase? Mexico or Canada?
Canada.
Nice. One of the only few that goes the opposite direction. All right. Well, that's Eric from Trader Sam's Coffee Company. Be sure to check out his website and follow him on Twitter and everything else. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Welcome back from the break. So this week on Enchanted Tiki Talk, we're going to discuss our picks for Epcot's 2017 Food and Wine Festival. This year, it runs about 360 days out of the year, and it starts August 31st until November 13th, 2017. This is a long one, man. They really stretch it out here.
What else is there to do in Epcot?
True.
Frozen?
Flower and garden?
Yeah.
Well, it's flower and food now.
Yeah, flower and
They
food.
changed it. Yeah.
Art and booze.
Art and booze.
True. Yep.
And then you have the holiday one.
And then you're right back to food and wine again.
Yep. So we're going to talk about our favorite items that can be found at the festival. And with that, we're going to choose 2 desserts, 3 drinks, preferably alcoholic. Preferably, if that's...
I did that backwards.
Yep.
Oh, it's... Wait.
2 drinks,
sweets
3
and
sweets.
2 drinks, yeah.
Oh, no. It was... Matt, what'd you do?
I did 2 drinks.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Majority rule.
I screwed up on there, but I will stick with what's on my list here, not to screw anything up. And then 5 mini entree items, whatever you want to call them. Tapas, what are they called?
Small plates.
Small plates, thank you. Yeah.
Tastings.
There we go. So why don't we start with our alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages of choice?
Too late.
Sorry. I have 3, so I might as well just spit off mine here.
Well, alcohol's a snack, right?
Of course it is.
Just count one of those as your sweet for you.
Exactly. There you go. Well, you know what? One of them technically could be. So.
Well,
there you go.
Right.
I cheated on one too.
So did I.
I played Sean on this one.
Nice.
So did I.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first drink is in Canada, and that's the, I guess, Neige Premier Apple Ice Wine from Quebec.
Ooh, that
sounds good.
Yeah, I love a good ice wine. They're so expensive to purchase.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But when they're good, man, they are so good. And I'm hoping to actually give this one a shot, as long as it's not like $16 for the shot. Hopefully when we're all together, we can do that. I mean, that would be fun if we all got together and ate things off.
It shouldn't be that much.
I would think not. You might get like 2 ounces, but...
Yeah. Well, but it's really sweet, though, too. So you don't really want a ton of it anyway.
Right. So my next one is in France, and that's the La Passion Martini Slush, which is vodka, Grey Goose, Le Citron, cranberry, and a passion fruit juice. That sounds really tasty to me. And my final one, which is Flavors from Fire, and that's the Orlando Brewery Smokin' Blackwater Porter.
Oh, see, that's not what I did from there. But,
would you go with the bourbon?
Yeah, well, I don't exactly know what's
We're
in
still
it.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. That's why it wasn't on my list.
It's called Swine Brine.
Right.
And it features Evan Williams bourbon. So,
right.
I mean, it can't be bad.
I would think not. I want to know what it is before I was literally, it was going to be on my list. I was deciding that between the porter.
Yeah.
Because I love porters. And I'm like, I don't know what that other one is, so I'll go with the porter.
It went on my honorable mention list just because I wasn't sure what it was.
I knew Keith would pick it. That's why I didn't put it on mine.
Well, yeah, it's probably something with like a candied piece of bacon or something that's in it or something.
Oh, maybe.
Bourbon and Coke with a piece of bacon stuck in it.
Yeah, I mean...
That's my thought.
How can you beat that? I mean, frankly.
You can't.
No.
Unless you have 2 of them. Which can happen.
Give me all the swine you got, sir.
And I've only ever been to Food and Wine once in my Disney career, so I'm looking forward to this time. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be fun. This is Scott's second time, so
actually my first.
Wow, really?
Well, it's in a park,
right?
So, yeah,
this is probably my 10th or 12th one.
Oh, well, la-di-da.
So that was my 3.
So, well, since I said one of mine, I'll take and finish up. In Mexico, I got the prickly pear. It's margarita.
That was on my honorable mention list.
Yeah, it just it sounds fantastic. So, want to try that one too.
You didn't pull a Sean there.
Well, no, it's in the sweet category.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I was expecting you to have one of the beer flights listed.
This is where I cheat. Well, I'll jump into mine since I cheated on this one. My first one's going to be the one that I know is definitely on Matt's list. It's from the Brewers Collection, and it's the Schafferhofer Hefeweizen pomegranate beer.
Listen, I'm going to defend Scott here. The Schafferhofer grapefruit is a good tasting beverage. I'm not going to call it really a beer, but it is good. I love drinking that on a hot day, and it's good. It's refreshing. That's the thing about it. You know, and
this is the first time they've had it. During the art festival, they had a Schafferhofer Zitron, a lemon one, which was really good, and I can't find anything like it. And apparently, you can only get it in Germany. I've tried to see if I could get it imported from a Total Wine thing, and they can't carry it. So I'm curious to see how the pomegranate one will taste.
I might take a sip.
I'm just not fan pomegranate. It's just doesn't have a strong flavor, and I can't see it being in a beer. I don't know
because it's not in a beer.
I'm curious to try the pomegranate Kool-Aid.
I teed that one up for Matt pretty good.
But it is tasty.
Yes. And next one is where I pull my Sean, and I'm going to go to the craft beers, which I believe is what they do at the Odyssey. And I'm going to do the Eastern Florida Flight, which is an MIA Beer Company 305 Golden Ale out of Doral, Florida. The Playa Linda Brewing Company Blonde Ale out of Titusville, Florida. And then the Florida Beer Company Passport 35 Triple Chocolate Milk Stout out of Cape Canaveral, Florida.
The milk stout was on my honorable mention just because, one, it's a stout, and it's going to be 80-some degrees in Florida. It doesn't really go hand in hand.
Yeah,
but it sounds awesome.
But like, why would you choose the stuff that you can find, like at the stores around you?
It would
you'd be surprised because a lot of the Florida beers, even though they're from here, you actually have to go like to the brewery or to a bar like within their town.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was going to say a lot of that stuff I can't find because they don't distribute up here.
Right.
So that would be the reason I would go with it.
Well, I just meant for Scott. I mean,
because these are such small like microbreweries, they're just now starting to actually get into grocery stores where you can buy them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, even the was it Orange Blossom Beer Company, whatever that one is, it's here in Orlando, and it's just now getting into certain stores.
Oh, I've got that up here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me go with mine. The first one that I went with is something I've been wanting to try. It's a little off the beaten path. It's not a wine because I don't drink wine, and it's not really a beer, but it's a mead. For those of you that are not familiar with mead, it is actually fermented with water and honey. But this is at the Earth Eats from the Chew. It's Redstone Meadery. It's a black raspberry mead. I love anything raspberry, which pops up quite a few with all the stuff I got. But it sounds amazing to me. I mean, why not go ahead and try one at Food and Wine if you're going to have one? So,
yeah, I thought about that. It did actually sounds really good. Want to try that one too, though.
Yeah,
one of the things that one.
Yeah, one of the things with mead is sometimes a lot of them are too sweet.
That's the only thing that was afraid of is with the raspberry and with its honey base. So I was afraid it might be overly sweet.
Right.
Well, it's such a small like sample too. I mean, it's not like it's a 20 ounce off a pour of it either.
True.
Right.
So.
Right. Next up on my list at the Light Lab. I'm not sure why it's called the Light Lab. Interesting to find out. From Founders Brewing Company, it's a Green Zebra Watermelon Gosa Ale. Anybody that's not familiar with the Gosa Ale, it's a kind of like a sour. It's a lighter beer, especially with the watermelon. I figured it'd be perfect for the heat in Florida. So, why not? Sign me up for it.
That will not be on my list because it's a sour.
Well,
I don't like sour, bitter, or anything like that.
It does kind of depend on the situation. It's like if I'm outside and it's hot, the sours are good. But I mean, so that is a perfect opportunity to try it.
I'm also thinking the watermelon might kind of temper the. I mean, it's definitely going to be probably tart, but I'm thinking
Right.
it's going to kind of temper the sourness to it.
It might.
Yeah.
And Matt, for the Light Lab, it says stay light on your feet throughout the day with a refreshing array of bubbly drafts and spirited concoctions. So I don't know if they're just saying you're going to be so drunk that you don't know where you're at. If that's where the name comes from or what. But
I mean,
that's the
that would.
description it has.
I would say that would make sense because most gosas are, fairly low in alcohol. So
Yeah. And that's all they have at this Light Lab is literally just alcohol.
It's the fizzy lifting room.
So let's go do desserts, and I'll start with mine. I'm going to Scotland, and I'm getting the Tipsy Lard, which is the whiskey soaked cake with lemon cream and toasted oats Earth Eats from the Earth Eats.
Wow.
That is going to go in my belly.
Get in my belly.
That one made my list too, Sean.
Did it? Oh, man, that sounds good, doesn't it?
I was gonna say that was the
It does
hardest
sound
part
good.
I had about this. I was start going through and I'm like, all right, I want to pick this, but I know probably 2 or 3 others will pick this, so I'm gonna go get something else. So
Yeah, I figured this would be on. I actually thought this was going to be on Keith's list, but
It's not, though. Actually, but it's hard to just pick like 3 things out
Right.
of
I only have
everything that's there. So I'll definitely try a lot more than just these 3 things I have on my list.
So my last one on here, since I only had 2, is the peanut butter and the white chocolate mousse with a caramel drizzle. Man, that just sounds so good, especially on
That one's from Earth Eats.
That's Earthy's. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one just sounds so good to me, especially on a hot day.
Yeah.
Man, that just,
I'm not a big peanut butter fan, but that one made my list as well.
did it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? I mean, I mean, really, a lot of times it's like seeing a picture of something can either turn me on or turn me off when it comes to food.
Right.
But I just have a picture of this big, not, it's, I know it's not going to be big, but this big piece of white chocolate mousse and peanut butter like hanging out all over it and caramel drizzle dripping all over the plate. And just, man.
I love how Sean talks about food.
That's what I just
Should
have
be
in my head.
like a Daniel Steele novel.
But like I said, man, that and the tipsy lard will go in my belly.
Drips over the cake.
Hope it's more.
Well, I'll jump into mine really quick since
All right.
I already had 2 the same. The only other one I added was a standard from Germany, the apple strudel with vanilla sauce.
But I wonder, like, if the apples.
boring.
I don't know. Well, but it's good though. I mean, it's
Right.
It's
very good.
standard, but it's really good.
But I mean, like you said, you can get an apple streusel with vanilla ice cream anywhere.
Right.
I mean, I know it's good. I know it's good and everything, but why not go for something else?
But the difference is like when it's in front of you, staring at you, it doesn't matter.
No.
And if
And-
you're in the mood for that, you're going to eat it.
When you're eating it in Germany, it just has a feel of tasting better.
Right.
You lock eyes with the strudel. So I'll jump into mine then. At the chocolate studio, I got the liquid nitro chocolate almond truffle with the warm whiskey caramel. It's a big like trend now to flash freeze things with liquid nitrogen. It freezes thing like extremely fast, and it's perfect with the warm sauce over top. It'll soften it up a little bit. That sounds fantastic.
I hate to burst your bubble on that one, but they had it last year, and it was probably the most disappointing dessert I had.
Oh,
Well,
Sorry.
what do you know?
you don't
about
like
it?
pizza.
Eating your Wheaties.
Yeah, it's
No,
not.
I think what bothered me with
your advice for anything.
It was like $7 or $8 for a single truffle, and it was small. And then as soon as they're like, here it is, and then they took their metal mallet and just beat the crap out of it and put the stuff on it, and it just, I don't know, it didn't have a lot of flavor to me, especially for the price for the one small truffle.
Yeah. Well, poop.
Enjoy your other 2.
I'll still try it anyway. I don't care what you say. This is where I cheated. It is officially classified as a beverage, but it's really not. At the refreshment port, it's the Dole Whip with the coconut rum. It's just amazing. I tried this at Food and Flower, and I mean, it's just a perfect combination of two things. I mean, it's just awesome.
When Keith eats it, you hear, oh, the heavens opened up.
Yeah. Yeah, angels are singing, clouds part,
right?
I see Jesus. I mean, it's amazing.
The reason I didn't put that is that's one that you can get all year from, because that's a permanent stand there.
Well, I don't care, Scott, because
I'm not there.
Scott's just ruining your food tonight.
I know.
It's still a good thing. It's not a food and wine specific item.
Keith, spit out your next one quickly before he ruins it.
Man.
And that's not a drink.
Well, if you let it sit around, it can be.
Yeah, true. Okay, so my third one, Scott's will hate, is from India. It's the pistachio and cardamom bunk cake with a chocolate coconut mousse. This was one of the ones I love, the school bread, which is like a cardamom roll. I think with the addition with the pistachios with the chocolate mousse. Of course, it's a lighter cake, so that sounds really, really good. Okay, Scott, go ahead and ruin it.
No, I can't eat that one as much as I would love to.
Well, good.
I love pistachio, and that one, it sounded great, but I can't eat it.
It sucks to be you, Scott.
Yeah,
that's what Keith
I finally found one thing that Scott can't ruin today. Yes.
I almost put that on my list, but I was afraid with my, I guess dislike is the correct word, of school bread, that the cardamom would be the same way with that, so I steered away from it.
It's a lighter cake, though, and I think with the chocolate mousse, I don't really think that taste that part of it as much. So you can share mine, Matt.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Anytime, buddy.
First up for me, I'm going to go over to the Morocco booth, and
that's terrible, Matt. Oh my god.
Okay.
I had that one time. It's awful.
All right, well, I'm going to pass the Morocco booth in, and I'm going to go to the Chocolate Studio booth.
Oh my god, that's terrible too.
Well, I was afraid that you were going to steal this one. But instead of what Keith got, I'm going to go with the sweet dark chocolate raspberry tort with whipped cream and raspberry dust.
Ooh.
Raspberry dust.
Yeah, I don't know how you dust a raspberry, but I'll try it.
It's been sitting around a while.
Next up, I'll go back to the Morocco booth. You're not going to change my mind this time, Keith. And I'm going to get the chocolate baklava. It's just your typical, it's rolled phyllo dough with toasted almonds and dark chocolate sauce. So when my wife was looking at this, she said, yum. So I'm probably going to have at least 2 of these when we go.
Oh, I love baklava.
I'll say their baklava is awesome in Morocco.
Yeah,
sure. Suck up to Matt's choices. I see where you're.
Smart man, except he goes for some raspberry dust.
You don't know where that dust has been, Matt.
Yeah. They sweep it off the factory floor and just kind of sprinkle it on top.
If I start trying to climb the Mexican pyramid, you just stop me, please.
No, we're not.
Overdosed the raspberry dust.
I snorted the raspberry dust, officer. I swear it wasn't me.
Last up for my snacks, I'm going to actually go to the Mexico booth, and they have a cajeta mousse served with cajeta sauce and white chocolate flakes, which cajeta is basically caramel sauce. It's just made from goat's milk instead of regular milk. Yes.
There's that ghost goat.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably would try it. I wouldn't be on my list, but I'd give it a shot.
I figured, caramel, white chocolate, why not?
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a combo that you can't really hate. Unless you're Scott, I'm sure that you can find something wrong with it. Yeah.
All right, let's see. The small plates. I'm going to start off with mine here in Australia, and I'm going to go with the grilled sweet and spicy bush berry shrimp with pineapple, pepper, onion, and snap peas. What's so funny?
He's lost it. That red stag got to him.
Oh my god, he's wasted.
Matt's laughing too. Shut the
What?
Oh, bushberries.
Great.
I just love the sweet and spicy bush. It's on your list. It's not even on mine. I don't know what you're talking.
Maybe it should be on yours.
It should. Yeah. Nah, because I like mine sweet and sour.
I think that's even worse.
All right. Somebody save us.
Move on to your next one.
Okay, next I am in Hawaii, and I'm going with Kahlua pork slider with the sweet and sour dole pineapple chutney and spicy mayonnaise. Now,
Awesome.
Yeah, I had that. I don't know which one it was, but I had 2 years ago when I was there. I had the pork slider, and I thought it was phenomenal. But of what people say is just ask for a little bit extra spicy mayonnaise because it just enhances the flavor for everything. Next, New Zealand, the lamb meatball with the spicy tomato chutney. I enjoyed that one the last time I had it, so that's on my list again. And then
It's a huge meatball, isn't it?
It was, yeah, it was pretty large and very tasty. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, but I thought it was really good. Then Thailand, I love Thai food, and I'm going to get the red hot spicy Thai curry beef with steamed rice. Can't go wrong with Thai food. I just hope it's good, and I hope it's flavorful. So that's on my list. And the last one with the flavors from Fire, which is the new booth, I'm going to go with the smoked corned beef with the warm, crispy potatoes, pickled onions, and blonde ale beer fondue featuring Belgioso Romano and American Granada cheeses. Man, I'm going to throw down 2 of those, I think.
Yeah, that whole booth is going to be like a staple.
It's hard just to choose one thing off that booth. I'm going to probably spend at least an hour there. just keep on throwing stuff at me.
Man,
I don't even care.
There's so many to choose from, but this one is the one where I'm like, if this is good, I'm going to have 2 of them. I'm going to try it twice.
Well, one of them's on my list, so thanks.
That's good.
I will start in Africa with the Burberry style beef tenderloin tips with onions, jalapenos, and pap, which is basically like a porridge. It's like a really thick porridge.
Yeah, it is.
I just love the Burberry style beef. The spice mix that they use is really, really good. It should pair extremely nicely with the spiciness of the jalapeno. So that was a definite try for me.
And don't forget about that thick porridge too.
Well, you have to have something underneath it, right?
Yeah.
I'll hold it up. Next, at the farm fresh booth, I got the crispy chicken with the cornbread and the red-eye gravy. I know that it doesn't sound real adventurous, but it sounds almost...
Sounds like something I'd get around here.
Like a southern...
Right?
But yeah, it sounds just like down-home comfort food. It sounds really good. And then the flavors of Fire Booth, I chose the sweet pancake with a spicy chipotle chicken sausage with onion jam and maple butter syrup.
Yeah, this one had me until they said the onion jam.
Yeah, I'm sure, but it sounds almost like a play on chicken and waffles, which I love anyway. Like I said, everything at that booth sounds awesome, so I chose that one. And next, I went to Japan, and I chose the wasabi shumai steamed pork dumplings.
Wasabi!
I just love shumai anyway. And,
I love a good wasabi shumai, though.
With the wasabi kick, I'm sure it's fantastic. And then to round it out, I stopped at Mexico with the ribeye taco. It's a marinated with ribeye steak with a chipotle sauce with scallions, which is inside of a corn like tortilla. Anytime that you get a taco, it's with a corn tortilla instead of a flour one, like 10 times better. So that's my list.
Like I said, the jam one that you said, that threw me off, but the Mexico one, that's probably the one that I have like zero interest in. Just
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just because there's so many other things that you could be had in Food and Wine that it just doesn't thrill me. But
okay,
that's it. That's all I have to say about that.
So what was it about the onion jam? Do you not like onions, or?
I don't really like fried onions. I can eat. I just don't like the texture of onions. And
have you had onion jam?
Sometimes it's just the smell of it. And raw onions I don't like, and sauteed onions I don't really like. The only time I really like onions is when they're fried.
I love onion jam.
Like a bloomin' onion.
But you got the smoked corned beef with pickled onions.
Yeah, but that could be scraped off.
Okay, fair enough.
And the onion jam is probably just too much part of the flavor. That's just going to be...
Probably.
But I'll survive. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Okay. Scott, how many chicken dishes you have?
Absolutely none.
What?
And Keith had 2.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That says something
I was
about
keeping
Keith.
track. So, first one I've got, I'm also going to do the
count my
flavors from
chickens,
fire.
too.
Oh, I'm counting them, all right. I'm hitting up the flavors from fire, one that I would have expected one of you guys to do. I'm doing the piggy wings, which is a roasted pork wing with Korean barbecue sauce and sesame seeds, but I'm going to have to get without sesame, but that one just sounded good.
Those are so good, too.
Next one I've got is one that I get every year. It's from France. It's the croissant au escargot, which is just escargot and a croissant with a garlic and parsley. It's my go-to that I get pretty much every time I'm there.
That is good. That is really tasty.
And it's a fairly big portion, too.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Next one I had was Mexico. I also had the ribeye taco, so I won't get into that one again. Fourth one I had was from the Wine and Dine studio. It's the pulled duck confit with a cannellini bean ragu and a Zinfandel reduction.
I'm not a big fan of duck. Duck just tastes too gamey for me.
If it's cooked right, and they had it last year, and it was really good. But yeah, duck, if it can have a very strong gamey taste.
But you remember the scene from Christmas Vacation when they're eating the turkey, and you see Clark chewing like the things, like it's just like stuck and he can't chew it. That's what like eating duck is to me.
It's smiling at me.
All right, and the last one I had comes from Spain, and it's the charcuterie in a cone, which to me just sounded like a meat ice cream cone, which is amazing. Yeah, it's a charcuterie cone with a selection of imported meats, cheeses, olives, and an herb vinaigrette.
I need to see the picture of that to decide if I'm going to eat it. That was on my honorable mention list, but
depends on the cheeses too. It's included in it.
I'm going to try it, so I'll let you know.
Okay.
Pictures
Yeah.
on social media, Scott. People like that.
I can try.
I want to say there was quite a few of these when I was looking at all ears. I was like, that sounds good. There's no picture, so I don't know if I want to go that route. So,
yeah.
All right. First up on my list, I'm going to Belgium, and I'm going to get the beer braised beef with smoked Gouda mashed potatoes.
Yes.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Gouda mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you had me at Gouda.
So good.
It looks amazing. Next up, being a boy growing up on the coast and everything, I'm going to go to the Coastal Eats booth and get seared scallops with roasted corn and butterbean succotash with a chili chipotle butter sauce.
Now, those of you who are listening at home, just hit like the rewind button a couple seconds, and he sounded like Forrest Gump when he said scallops. He goes, scallops.
Just,
but
like, it makes me nervous with scallops, though. It's like those are overdone or they hold for too long.
Yeah.
Those things get like rubber.
Yep.
So I mean, if they're fresh, I'm sure it's fantastic. But if they sit around,
yeah, you
Thanks,
try
Scott.
it, Matt. Let us know what happens.
I will. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that.
Scott.
He Scotted on me.
Yes, he did. That took me a second.
All right. Next up, let's see, Sean took my smoked corned beef and Keith took the one from Africa. I'm gonna go to my honorable mention. I'm going to go over to the hops and barley booth, and I'm getting the smoked beef brisket with pimento cheese served on griddled garlic toast.
Oh, pimento cheese and garlic toast?
It's amazing.
Is it?
With
And
beef brisket.
It's a huge serving of that too.
Is it? Oh man, I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Pimento
I got
cheese
that
is my
as
favorite too.
I had that as an actual like entree waiting for the concert last year. It was huge.
Mm.
And then the last thing at the Active Eats booth, I'm kind of surprised no one mentioned this one. Loaded mac and cheese with pepper bacon, cheddar cheese, peppers, and green onions.
Nope.
I just thought that it'd be extremely heavy, and it's like if you're trying a bunch of things, I wasn't.
I just said smoked beef brisket, pimento cheese, and griddled garlic toast.
Well,
that was beef.
At least you got some protein in there. You just got a bunch of pasta that's going to sit in your stomach like a brick.
Yeah, I'll eat something else.
I'll tell you what, it smells good, but yeah, it's way too thick looking for me.
Okay, well, fine. I'll eat it all myself.
I'm
not
Take
sharing
my
with
mac
any
and
of
cheese
you.
and go home. Fine, I don't care.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
And was that everything? Oh, no. Last thing on the list. Sorry. New Zealand booth. Seared venison loin with wild mushroom marsala sauce and kimura dumpling.
I was hoping someone would pick that one.
Yeah, I love venison and mushroom marsala. Sure, I'll take it all.
Venison's another. It's got to be cooked right, and I had it last year, 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Nope, not pulling a Scott on that one.
I saw it and it was good.
All right, that's all I got. I'm full.
Yeah, the only other thing I had,
Yeah.
I had one. It sounded good, but then I saw a picture and I kind of changed my mind. The Caribbean booth. It's mojo pork with black beans, cilantro rice, and pickled red onions. But the way it's just there's like no presentation. It's just like rice on one part, beans on one part, and the pork on one part. So it didn't really look great. So
Does the presentation really matter?
well, when I'm trying to
Initially, yes.
I was gonna say when I'm trying to pick 5 out of probably 20 different things I would eat. Yes, the picture really matters to me. So, but no, I would ultimately probably end up eating that.
All right, well, I think we've bored everybody enough with food.
It's time for dinner, everybody.
I know I gained weight just looking at it, so
I did too, yeah.
I'm ready for November to get down here. All right, so that's going to do it for this week. First, we want to thank our sponsors, Kingdom Strollers. Kingdom Strollers provides premium stroller and crib rentals delivered straight to your Disney resort. For more information, please visit kingdomstrollers.com. Check out Mickey Monthly to have magic from the parks delivered straight to your door. Visit mickeymonthly.com for more information. Also, head over to myfantasybands.com where you can get customized Magic Band covers for your next Walt Disney World vacation. You can use the code EnchantedTikiTalk20 to save 20% off your custom order at myfantasybands.com. Be sure to let us know what you thought about the show. Head over to enchantedtikitalk.com or facebook.com/enchantedtikitalk to leave a comment about the show. You may email us at podcast@enchantedtikitalk.com and leave us a message on the Tiki Talk hotline, which is 256-4MY-TIKI. That's 256-469-8454. Check out our store at redbubble.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Tiki Talk Podcast. Lastly, if you enjoyed the show, please take the time to rate us on iTunes.
I am the 1 Minute Disney Dream on Twitter. That's 1 Disney Dream.
Wow.
MouseWorldVacations.com and MousePros.com.
I am the Walrus, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Dole Whip Daily and Main Street Cards on Instagram.
And you can find me on Twitter at Scotty Campbell or on Instagram at ScottyBoy.
I'm on Instagram and Twitter at mholly579. Now that we're all drooling all over the place, Alan, take it away, bud.
Thanks for listening this week for Sean and Keith and Matt. I'm Alan, and this has been Enchanted Tiki Talk. Aloha.
Welcome into the hut for the Enchanted Tiki Hut. Here.
Jabba?
Oh, me Jabba. So last week was episode 200. I don't know, but everybody thought about it. Hopefully it was good. Everybody enjoyed it. Hopefully, I don't know, whatever. Let me start over here.
What the hell just happened?
I'm just going to ignore that.
I think you got too much cheer wine in your rum.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of rum. I was trying to proportion it so I had to get 2 out of it. The bottle's kicked, so that didn't happen. Welcome back into the cheek.
What the hell? Welcome to the Chi-Chi.
I want some fried ice cream.
We got the cha-cha.
All right.
We got the cha-chas for your tatas.
All right. Number 3.
Maybe.
Hello and welcome back into the Tiki Hut. I did it.
Yay! Bravo.
And I forgot what to do after that.
I don't even know where I am right now.
What is this?
Let me start reading my closing.
Happening to me.
Enchanted Tiki Talk has been brought to you by mousepros.com. Log on to mousepros.com to plan your perfect Disney vacation. And Mickey Monthly, where you can get the parks sent directly to you. And by Kingdom Strollers. Visit kingdomstrollers.com on your next visit to Orlando or call 407-271-5301 for premium stroller and crib rentals. Thanks for listening to Enchanted Tiki Talk.